guys, hope you're doing good. Welcome back. Welcome back to Paranormasight. Shovel Mr. Wheel Hondo. I'm gonna start straight up with the disclaimer that the throat status today, not good. Today I'm not feeling like the throat goat. My throat is feeling bad, which is a shame. So probably not a super long stream today, but I hope we can reach a different ending, because yesterday we got some kind of shit-ass bad ending. So I'm excited to hop back in. Did not load my save. Let's see. Okay, so I think we have to... Our only other option is to go up here. To Life Can Be Tough with... What's her name? Haruwe. So yeah, let me guzzle some water. I've had some tea and I had some water, but not doing amazing. Okay. Throughout the night, Richter continues to gather information about the curse stones, while Haruwe lies awake until dawn, preoccupied by the prospect of bringing her lost child back to life. I do like that Haruwe is like actually determined to carry out the rite of resurrection, as it makes her like an enemy to the other characters, which is super fun. Like, she's evil, for real, kinda. But also, can you blame her? Complex character. Mm-hmm. She also, like, doesn't know about the whole, threat yet, I don't think. Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's your curse stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night, then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done with what limited time I had. Very well, let's talk. I gotta find a sticker. I know there's one. No? No sticker? By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, but... I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with a curse bearer and have them use the right for our purposes. Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? As long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you expect. That's true, Haruwe. You're like rich. You should just pay someone. Compensation. Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as the Shigimas, would it? Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if it'd get the job done. I won't let monetary matters lead me to regrets the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with that option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. No, I didn't mean to do that. Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind? Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting soul dregs. Did you see the news this morning? No, I haven't. Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found. They've been nicknamed the Honjo serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets. Oh my. Only 3. That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And for what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little on the low side. These guys are so bloodthirsty. With this little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch. Nah, they're all just getting tracked down by Tsutsumi, bro. What's holding them back? Are we not all after the power of resurrection? Well, that too. Some of them are not interested. There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough soul dregs yet. We might have to step up some step up some bait to spur them into action. And then we offer them the deal. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended. Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all? You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they are likely after the rite of resurrection as well. So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers. You've got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs if they were after the rite, this would be very risky, since as a curse bearer they themselves would become a target. So it would actually be more convenient for them if the curse bearers move less aggressively. That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murders. Why? Let's consider this. What if the mastermind isn't trying to collect soul dregs themselves? You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start? Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action, which is why I figured it's best for us to attempt the same strategy. So, how should we do it? There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with the other curse bearers. How do you suppose we do so? At this point, all we can do is search. Sure, bruh. There's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs. Can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection? Good question. The rite could be nothing more than a myth. I can't read this! The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught. Do you want to give up, ma'am? Never. Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. Inside. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into all of them, but I only managed to get detailed information on 2. You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. Hello! First, there's Ayumi Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. T University? That's what it's called? She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midorito Park. You even determined her address. You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with ukiyo-e in the curriculum, pretending to be her parent. Dude, that's so creepy! Sent 100 for 2 jewels? What is that? What is 2 jewels? Wait. Oh, thank you. Does that cost money? I've never seen this before in my life. Is it a sticker? What is jewels? I'm confused. I don't know what this is. I should probably know, huh? Oh. YouTube added an emote jewel system. Like, what the? I've never heard of this. Thank you. Thank you for the jewels. Is that, it's like bits? Is a jewel like a bit? It made no, I don't know what is going on. Okay, thank you. Ugh. Not bad. What is jewels then? Wait, what is jewels? I'm gonna have to look into this later. They probably sent me an email about this, like the YouTube creator thing probably sent me an email and I did not read it because I don't read those emails. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Oh, Haraway didn't come home, or whatever, the other girl. It's free. Oh, okay. It's like, I don't know what they call it on Twitch. Those, like, little points. I understand. Okay. Well, thank you anyway. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. Here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. That's so weird, because I've, like... Maybe it's, like, not everyone has access to it yet. Like, it's in beta, because I haven't seen that when I've been, like, watching streams. Although, admittedly, I haven't been watching many streams lately. I've been watching TV. That sounded very horrible. I have been watching Lego Ninjago. I'm really, like, deep back in the Ninjago phase at the moment. It's like one of my special interests that comes up now and again, and, like, I'm currently back in it. Jump up, kick back, Whitmer. Because, like, so, like, Dragon's Rising Season 4 is actually, like, really good, okay? Like, I don't think Dragon's Rising is amazing, but Season 4 is pretty good. She's planning to steal the curse stones, just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. They moved the clip feature. What? Ninjago? Why? Yeah, Ninjago. You know. Lego Ninjago. You guys know Ninjago pilled? I feel like a crazy person whenever I start talking about Ninjago and people, like, don't know what's up. Ugh. Y'all gotta get on this. If you're not watching Ninjago, you're, like, 10 million seasons behind, because there's, like, 100 billion episodes. Next is the tall man who's dressed in black. Yeah, Ninjago is, like, it's like One Piece for Lego enjoyers. I met him near Kinshicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I managed to get some good information from him. Impressive. What can I say? He works as the secretary of Hihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yumioka. The Hihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Honjo, correct? Yes. They've been here for a while. It's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I've heard of it, but when they should show us your hyperfixation. I don't even know where I would begin. Like, if I want to, like, introduce someone to Ninjago. Because, like, you just have to watch it. Like, it's not, like, obscure in that sense. It doesn't have, like, an order to watch it in. You just have to watch, like, season 1 on. It's just very long. It's just very long, and also, like, the first seasons are not, they're not bad, but, like, they're very low budget. Like, they take some getting used to. But yeah, you should, it's also, it makes excellent background noise. Like, if you're like me and you've been locked, like, so I've been locked in and working on a project that's been, like, very tedious. Like, it's just working with my hands. And I've been needing some background noise, and so I've been watching a fuck ton of Ninjago, and it's great for that, like, because you don't need to pay that close attention, so it's really good to put on in the background. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assume she'd want her factories running at full capacity. With the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, a lot of the factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river, as they should. Most companies back then were more concerned with making a profit than protecting the environment. What, as opposed to now? God, this game is set in the 80s. In the 80s, they're like, yeah, thank God that people care about the environment now. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right would be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. I mean, people are obsessed with staying young. Ha, now that's an interesting thought. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul dregs, right? Indeed, I couldn't get a good look at him, though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. Well, that's a shame. But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Araishi, and the man I met was very similar in stature. Oh my, even he is involved. How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair? I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Understandable. Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Hihaku Soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down in South whatever the... I can't say this one! Warigasui Street. Warigasui. That like sui sound, I can't do it. It's like one of those sounds, it's like not really present in English. You don't really hear like a sui. Yeah, it's warigasui. But like probably if you had like proper Japanese pronunciation, you probably say it more like warigasui. Like sui. You know, it's like a short U. Like sui is very American. Warigasui straight. You know? It's probably like warigasui. My idea of a Japanese accent is just saying Japanese words faster. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohei Jonoichi. Do you think he was a curse bearer? Not sure it's possible. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead. Just when we were getting somewhere. Isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shiraishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit. Understood. Now, I want to do like a Japanese learning stream. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to get someone, like maybe get a guest who actually like knows Japanese so that they could make fun of me. I don't know that many people who speak Japanese. In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Honjo serial killings, there's Michio Shiraishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors. But those last 2 have nothing to do with the 7 mysteries, no? It's true. Both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings. How? What if there was preliminary steps to awakening... What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mysteries curses? Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match up? Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. You seem to know a lot about this. Suppose we weren't strangers. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one too. Oh, he knew him. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. I need some water. Yeah, I'm not Nihongo Jozu. It'd be cool to learn Japanese. I kind of was thinking of signing up for one of those... There's this, like, website that'll do, like... It's, like, Japanese learning. Like, Japanese learning, but, like, by watching TV and stuff. And I was like, that would be interesting. But it costs money, so I didn't do it. Duolingo streams. I could try it. Does Duolingo cost money? Okay, the thing about Duolingo... Okay, the thing about, like, any Japanese learning is that, I don't know the alphabet. So, like, I would really struggle with, like, a text-based learning thing. Like, until I learn the alphabet, I don't know if it would be entertaining. You might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right, let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. I know what I call anime passion Japanese. I've picked up quite a few random Japanese words and phrases, but I do not actually speak Japanese, and I definitely can't read Japanese. Yeah, bye. I know, like, my Japanese, like, vocabulary, like, I know a lot of random words and phrases, but I don't think I actually understand, like, the grammar or how to put sentences together, you know? You know, I think I have to change tomorrow's stream for reasons, so maybe we can do Duolingo. Where should we go? I'm going to the high school. Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police has got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Just go home. I don't know why all the students are hanging out. I would go home, the fuck? No collectibles. I do have a hobby, one of my hobbies is going on, like, finding, like, Japanese streamers or VTubers who have, like, you know, like, 5 viewers or whatever, and, like, going in their chat and, like, attempting to talk to them. And I like when they read my username, they're like, Amanda Calamity-san? I'm like... It's so cute. I love it. I love it. That's my hobby. That's like my weird hobby. Just kidding. I have much weirder hobbies than that. Yeah. Well, I got to go to my favorite konbini, HEB, and I got a strawberry sando so sugoi. My Japanglish is great. I've got the like Nyan Neko Sugar Girls Japanglish down pat. I'm like, oh, so sugoi. Ariga, thanks. You should start talking like that. That'd be great. Seems the officer is still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. Yeah, obviously, you can't just walk up to a fucking dead body scene. This place is said to be connected to the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled, since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. I mean, I guess we can ask, but I don't know if they know anything. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back, ma'am. So, what did you learn? That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonoichi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best. Not surprising. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention. Oh? Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonoichi. Really? The story's got 2 pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently, he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long. As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around here I can't... Sorry guys, the reading is not happening today. Was seen around school late last night. Go on. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio, brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. And it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. The rumor might have been made up just to fan flames. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping. If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. That's weird. That's weird. Why did he have that? That's an amazing find. I believe all of the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. Yeah! Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands. Well, so far it hasn't, no? Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house. Yeah, but we gotta go to Michio's house. We've tried to go there like 3 times. How did it go? Went to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home. However, no one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door, and all the lights were out. Yeah, I guess that's the same. It's like the same day, so it seems to have been empty for a while now. There's a stack of newspapers out front. We're starting to have visited like the same locations as every character. Which means no more stickers! Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. Met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumpster this past year. Is that so? I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous resident was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the 2 of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far, so good. What happened? Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. Oh, the boyfriend. His name was apparently Kankichiro Iwai. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So what of this Iwai character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular note of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. Aw, poor Michio. That's terrible. As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. What the fuck? I thought it was just like she had an abusive stepdad, not whatever this is. Through this, the Shiraishi's standing in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. Yeah, maybe he was in a cult. Or maybe it was Michio. Maybe that's how she became a... Cause we heard that, I feel like I'm piecing it together, because we heard from the cop that died that he was looking for a talisman that Michio had, so maybe Michio was into the occult. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day, and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. That's not a dispute, that's assault. Dude, you can't just hit people. I don't know what the Japanese laws were like in the 80s. Maybe you could just beat your wife in Japan in the 80s. I don't know. That's awful. And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis completely, and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down again. Seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one's partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. Yeah, you wouldn't know, Haruwe. Haruwe, you're rich as hell. She's like, oh, that sucks. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. Haruwe's like, oh, sucks to suck. Alright, where to next? South Street. What I can see. The Hihaku Soap headquarters are on the other side of South Warigasui Street. Warigasui. I want to like hear that pronounced. Is that a real place? I don't know if it's a real place. Oh, my controller! I'm starting to have some computer trouble, which is really great considering I'm freshly a NEET. I'm trying to Hikiko NEET Max. I don't have any money. Okay. No? Oh my god. Can you hear that? Okay. Ah! First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. Oh my god! Mouse it is. You should walk around. Visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps. Think a small soap-making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why the director and now chairwoman Natsue, oh my god. Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Oh, I got all, that's all persons of interest. Oh my god. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary? That's correct. Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders? That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with most money and power could certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. No collectibles here either! I'm going to go in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time. Nope, typo! Wait. Typo! Gotcha! CinemaSins! Ding 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 ding! I'm going to go in. I may be a while, so feel to find somewhere to kill time. You missed a word! 0 out of 10. Shit game. Okay, good luck in there. Sorry to keep you waiting. Omatase shimashita. I'm gonna start weeabooing out now that we're talking, since we started talking about like Japanese like as a language. How did it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. What is with... Okay, I gotta say, what is with Harue's story and the way that like all the interesting stuff happens without her? Maybe it's like commentary. Maybe it's saying something about how she's like stay-at-home wife and like doesn't have a job or any friends. Like all the interesting things happen around her. But like why isn't Richter the playable character? But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However... You said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I was hoping you'd hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? You're right. We lack time. I'll confess. I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunting clappers. Glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. 1 second. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. Bro, you work for a soap company. What do you mean? I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. Get his ass! It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. Crazy thing to just drop, hello? Okay. Alright. What? What? Okay, we're just moving on. Okay, moving on from that. Shells has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. Oh, maybe she's the female on Myoji. There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyodo. These names! I'm gonna do Suigen Gamyodo. Who's gallantly working behind the scenes exorcising spirits and the like. Okay, sure, whatever. We have sorcerers now. Go on. That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? There are curses by speaking I can't talk. There are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication, meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. Oh, it's not even real? If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. I do not believe him. Very interesting. But that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. Yeah, get fucked, Yamioka. We have 6. Liar! 6? Whoa, I can rest at ease then. There's no way he is 6. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. Seems we are on the same page. If that's the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now. Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to, and I promise I'll return with it later. Okay, bro. Very well. He just accepted that? Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. And that's how it went. So they aren't after the right after all. I wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Oh? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. Yeah, I think he's lying. He's at the very least lying about how many stones they have. Because we know that there's 9, and the cops have 3 of them, and then Haruo has 1, and Yako has 1 that we know of. So they definitely don't have 6. I don't know what the fuck he's on about that, where he's just casually like, the owner of the soap company has godlike powers, and then just does not elaborate. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's true. But he definitely doesn't have 6 curse stones. Yeah. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. I am literally a master detective. You guys understand, I could be a detective in real life. I'd be solving mysteries. I'd be solving crimes. Not really. I don't know why I said that. I do not be solving crimes. But I do love to play a mystery game because I'm always on it. I pay attention. I don't passively play a mystery game. I'm always trying to solve. Because I am thinking now, like, who do we think the mastermind is? You know what? Let's have an investigation break. Let's make some predictions because it's always fun to make predictions, and then we can look back on this and realize that I'm wrong. All right, suspects. So the first thing is like, do we think it's a character we've met, or do we think they're gonna reveal who it is? Because we have all the characters of interest. So I feel like it has to be one of these people. Nejima? It can't be Nejima. Sorry. It can't be Nejima. That's too obvious. He's a serial killer. It could be the soap company. Like, the soap company could be like a cover, you know? Ayame and Yutaro, I think, are just, like, idiots. Like, they're just fucking around. I don't know what they're doing. Araishi, I also think, is not the mastermind. Ashimiya, we think that he is Nejima. Which makes him also not the mastermind. Jonoichi is dead. Shogo and Yoko, I don't think are the masterminds. I think maybe it is. I think maybe it's Michio. And I think maybe she, like, started the ritual. Like, maybe she didn't do it on purpose. Maybe she's just, like, vengeful spirit vibes. But I think maybe she's, like, the beginning of all of this. Or it could also be whoever killed Yoshimi. I think whoever killed Yoshimi is probably the mastermind. Because I feel like clearly Yoshimi and Michio are, like, connected. And they both died a week before the curses started. So I think whoever killed Hajime, although, you know, I'm thinking, because I ruled out Yutaro, but we know that he might have killed Michio. So maybe it's Yutaro, or Yutaro is somehow I don't know. Yutaro also kind of seems like... He does seem like unambiguously evil. Like, I don't think that Yutaro is a good guy. Maybe, okay. I think maybe it's Yutaro. Maybe it's Yutaro, maybe it's Michio. Or maybe it's whoever killed Hajime. I think whoever killed Hajime, I think it might be Yutaro. I don't really know why. Alright. Anyone else got theories? If you've played this game before, don't tell me spoilers, but if you have theories, you can share. But I'm very suspicious of Yutaro. We know that he killed Michio, and he's evil, so... But also, he said that he wanted to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back from the dead, which, like, I think makes me think it was an accident. I don't know. I don't know if Yutaro was, like, the evil mastermind. I think maybe he's just, like, kind of a shitty guy who, like, killed a girl in a hit and run and feels bad about it. I think it's definitely whoever killed the cop, but I don't know who that is. Anyway. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. He seemed rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihaku are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she were really that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually? Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. That's unsettling. That's not important. I'm not reading all that. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee. Oh, Shogo! Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I have reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you I've gathered that much. The more you know, the better our negotiations will go. We just gotta do the park. Yame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. It's always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Victor seems to like kids, perhaps because they're on the same wavelength. Get his ass. See if my controller will work again. I really don't like playing this game with the mouse. Oh, that one was hidden. I wonder how many of those I have. Where's my, like, do I have, like, a collectibles menu? Place is connected with the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru. Not only that, Katsu Katsushika house cook size. Your home was also in this area. Sorry. Oh god. I really don't know what's up with this cough. It'll be like gone one day and back the next. Like yesterday I didn't cough once. Today I'm hacking up a lung. Might be why Ayame chose to live here. We don't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go check out Ayame's apartment? Why does he do everything? Why is she even here? You don't mean to speak with her, do you? No, I'd prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movements. Creep! Then be my guest. Okay, I shouldn't be long. I'm back, ma'am. So, nothing? Afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them, despite them being so covert. I have to cough again. I'm dying out here, chat. My god. Sounding a little husky. It's my deep voice. My mommy voice. Awooga, awooga. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? I mean, he's a private investigator, but yeah, that's a little creepy. You won't make such progress sticking around here. Really? That's it? Now, where should we go? We've been everywhere. Did we miss something at the high school? Oh, maybe I have to think. Oh, that's sad. Did I miss something? What? Spooky. Oh, so you came here too. What is it? That scared me. Oh. Ah. Could you repeat what you know for me one more time, Richter? Oh, Ario and Tsutsumi are here. Gasp. Okay. Oh, that was so spooky. Why did it zoom in like that? How many birds do I have? Oh, it says be at the right place at the right time in Honjo. We might be able to find 20 of them. Oh, damn. I only have 7. Oh, it tells you where to go. Naruhodo ne. Approach the net. A bottom shelf surrounded by darkness. Jackpot. In the bright garden, if you won the lottery. Wait until you feel like yourself again. Detectives and private eyes. Oh, that might be what I'm doing now. The excited detective, waiting at the entrance. Oh, puzzles! Revisiting the park at night. Ooh, the jazz is back. I'm getting cut off a little. Okay. Ma'am, allow me to introduce one of our country's most elite detectives. The name's June Ario. I can't talk! I'd hardly call myself elite, but either way, it's nice to meet you. This here is the brilliant Chief Inspector Tsutsumi, and yes, he's just as rough and tumble as he looks. Sometimes I really don't know if you're complimenting or putting me down. So, you two are detectives. This is my client, Miss Haruo Shigima. Her father's a big deal in the police himself, so remember to mind your manners. A bigwig named Shigima? But boss, you know this guy? Shit, I've heard the name, but you know I don't keep track of who's in the upper echelons. There's no need to worry, I am my own person after all, and my father has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, did you hear that, boss? Looks like you're getting off easy again this time. Don't make it sound like I'm involved in some shady business. It ain't like that. You both seem rather jovial despite being detectives. How rare. All the police officers I've met have always been so dull. Well, you won't find any dull cops here. We'll round up your criminals with a smile. That's our motto. Motto. How lovely. Keep it up. Just hold on one second. This is the first I'm hearing of that. Well, you're right about them not being your typical detectives. I want the sticker. I don't. Yes! I'm sticker maxing! Oh, so cute! I really like this one. What brings you here, Richter? Are you on a case? That's right. I'm picking up the police's slack. I trust you remember the kidnapping and murder case from last year. Oh, I remember now. You're that Haruo Shigima from the kidnapping case. Huh? Did I miss something? Don't be an idiot. It's the case where I can't. Munasada Shigima's grandson was kidnapped. Which must have been your son, ma'am. Indeed, the story was suppressed by the news, but in the end it was considered a huge failure on the police department's part. Most of the investigation was conducted in secret. But unfortunately, the department is unwilling to reopen the case. Any investigation carried out afterwards turned up nothing at all, which is why I'm now on the job. So they never caught the culprit, huh? That's rough. So, your findings have brought you to this place, then? That's right. An individual connected to the case used to live around here. Used to? That's right. As of last week, they're deceased. We'd hoped to talk to the family. No one was home when I checked last time, so I figured we'd try again. Interesting. Sure doesn't look good on the police to be mishandling cases like these. If there really was a culprit, it should be our responsibility to bring them to justice. What do you mean if there really was a culprit? Well, I do consider the police my people. So you consider the blame to be shared. You've got a stern side as well, I see. By the way, ma'am, this might be sudden, but there's something I'd like to confirm with you. And that is? Do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Sorry, Chief, but that's hardly... With all due respect, investigator, I think my question was addressed to the lady. Humph, if you insist. What do you say, ma'am? Can you tell us anything? I've heard of the 7 mysteries, but this talk of curses eludes me. Hey! He didn't say anything about curses! You fucked up, girl! No! Oh, I guess I picked that option, so I fucked up. But I didn't know she was gonna say that. Yeah, he didn't mention curses. That's so. Well, I'm sorry for the intrusion. Oh, I thought he was gonna get her. Come to think of it, I heard some things about this area last night. Something about a strange and conspicuous man dressed in white loitering around. Wait a second. I assume they were talking about you, investigator. Well, I won't argue that I'm strange and conspicuously dressed in white. And as it turns out, I was out here last night to conduct my investigation. Did you run into anything strange or out of the ordinary? Out of the ordinary, I guess I did observe a few suspicious characters. You were asking about curses just now. Why would a public servant be interested in the occult? Maybe they messed up this translation or something. Because all Tsutsumi said was, do you happen to know anything about the 7 mysteries of Honjo? And then both of them were like, since you asked me about curses. Boss, Richter's a smart man. He can help us if we tell him what we know. I can't promise I'll be of any help to you, but I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? It should be isn't it. I don't know why I'm like critiquing this game's grammar so hard. It's just, I guess because I have to read it out loud, it really sticks out. It should be something is happening in Honjo, isn't it? or like things are happening in Honjo. Like this, I don't think this is correct. Something is happening in Honjo, isn't there? Or it should be there is something happening in Honjo, isn't there? I don't know, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but I think because I have to read it out loud, I'm really noticing the grammatical stuff. Well, I guess it's alright. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Thank you, boss. Listen closely to what we're about to say, Richter. Huh. So by using curses to commit murder, these people collect soul dregs to perform the rite of resurrection. Damn, you let them waste their breath when he already knew that. And these curse stones are somehow connected to the 7 mysteries of Honjo? It's a tough story to swallow, but I don't see a reason to doubt you either. I figure the strange occurrences happening around here recently are connected to these curses. To get the situation under control, we've been searching for the curse bearers to confiscate their curse stones. Do you have any information that might help us? That's tough. I never expected curses and other mumbo-jumbo to play into this all. Oh, he's such a liar. But if we're talking shady characters... then Tsutsumi could just kill him. Like, Tsutsumi knows he's lying. Right? Like, we can't tell because we're not playing from Tsutsumi's perspective right now, but Tsutsumi can tell when people lie to him. There was this middle-aged fellow I saw on South Warigasui Street. He had an average build. He was anxious, like he was searching for prey. Boss, what do you think? Well, considering the location, it could have been Hideki Araishi. We already got his curse stone. Impressive, you two are working quick. Did you see anything else? Not that I can remember. That's a shame. See any characters who look like they might be carrying a curse stone? It'd be a huge help if you let us know. Absolutely. I'll let you know if I find anything. He's such a liar! Richter, perhaps you could lend a hand on our case, too. There's a number of people we can't track, and finding missing persons happens to be your specialty, no? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm busy enough with this case. The faith of my clients is what keeps me afloat. I have to prioritize requests by the order in which they come. I see. Well, I can't say that's not fair. What do you need a private investigator for, anyway? The cops should have plenty of big folks to throw at the job. True, but this isn't an ordinary case we're dealing with here. Huh? By the way, that reminds me, Richter. Yes? You said the person who used to live here died last week. You wouldn't be referring to Michio Shiraishi by chance. You knew? I thought so. It seems like we're here for the same reason, then. Seriously? Michio was involved with curses and magic? Strictly speaking, the curse isn't our concern. We're looking into Yoshimi's case. Yoshimi? Oh right, Hajime Yoshimi's. That's right, he died on the job. I'm sure you've heard of it. I heard. It was a most unfortunate loss. So there's a connection between Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division and Michio. Well, hold on. Let's focus on Michio for a second. You think she had something to do with the kidnapping? See, like, this is why I'm suspicious of Michio. Like, everything seems connected to her. Like, I think maybe this is all the doing of, like, Michio's spirit or something. Talk about unforeseen developments. Exchanging information should prove mutually beneficial. I'll tell you what I know, but in return I want the full scoop on your findings concerning Michio. Sure, to tell you the truth. What? You believe Michio's ghost is the one who killed Mr. Jonuichi? So he wasn't just mumbling nonsense? I mean, we haven't fully confirmed anything yet. But the testimonies we've heard and the evidence we found point in that direction. Testimony? You mean from those, psychic high schoolers? Didn't they also say there was a chance Michio hadn't killed herself? What? If that's all true, then... Did you figure something out? Kankichiro Iwai! Huh? Kankichiro Iwai! He'll be the next victim! We have to open the door to the Shiraishi's house. We need to look inside. Uh-oh, we're about to find a dead body. Hey, what's gotten into you? Boss? I'm sure the landlord would give us the key if we asked. Screw that. You know how long that could take? We can ask for permission later. Richter? Hey, Richter, calm down. We can't just... Oh, he's breaking in. Arrest him. Take that, you shitty door. That's how you do it. Oh god, we're about to see a dead body. Dead body, dead body. Richter, get a hold of yourself. See, you're still the same as always. Everyone come quick. Look at this. Yep, dead body, dead body. Ah! Whoa, what's up with this room? Boss, there's a dead body in here. Whoa, could that be Michio's dad? Nah, he's her stepdad at best, if that. It's gotta be the body of Kankichiro Iwai. There's no doubt about it. This man's a goner. He's gotten real messed up. Looks like he's been like this for a while. I'd say it happened last night. Sorry, what's that? Ario, did you find Junoichi's body in the same state? Now that you mention it, it looked as though Kohei Junoichi had died from a number of heavy blows. What are you suggesting, investigator? It was Michio Shiraishi. She's alive. She used the power of the curses to get back at the men who ruined her life. Good for her. You know what? I support Michio. That's ridiculous. You're suggesting she actually revived? It's gotta be that. And if she's alive, then... What? Hey! My apologies for interrupting. I know we've just arrived at an interesting plot point. Thanks, Diva! But do you really think a dead girl is going around taking revenge from beyond the grave? Consider this. What if Michio Shiraishi never died? But seeing as you've come this far, I'm sure you already know the truth, don't you? Do I? And so, I would have you answer me a question. Oh no, a riddle. Where in Honjo was Michio Shiraishi at the hour of 8 o'clock this morning? I don't know. Can I look at the story chart? Oh no, it's gonna take me to the 8 o'clock this morning. Okay, let me think. I'm trying to think. Guys, my brain is not big enough. So we know that at the school, At the school, Jonoichi died. Not Jonoichi, or whoever. Yeah, Jono. Does it say when he died? Seen late at night. So he died like late. He died late last night at 8 o'clock this morning. How should I know? Am I supposed to know this? I kind of want to guess the candy shop because that's where Mio picked up Yako. Guys, am I supposed to know this? You know, I'm gonna guess Yako's place. I see, very well. Did I get it wrong? What? Yes! Oh, I am so investigations. Oh, I am a detective. As expected, you got it in one go. Of course. Well, the cause of death was such, was it? Was it not? You must have noticed some time ago. Let's get back to the story then, shall we? I've taken up enough of your time. I am literally mastermind. I am mastermind investigator. Okay, alright, new theory, new theory. Michio is dead. Michio is dead. I also don't think she's revived herself with the Rite of Resurrection. I think she, like, we know that she's possessing Yako. So I think maybe she's making Yako kill people. And Yako, like, doesn't know about it. She's, like, blacking out. Okay? Alright, theory. What? So you really think Michio Shiraishi is alive? No. Just think it through and it all becomes obvious. It tracks, but... do you really think that girl could have managed all this? First of all, Ario, go report this to HQ. Understood. I'll get on it right away. I'll start investigating this place. It sure isn't lacking in stuff that needs a looking at. There's a bunch of photos of the same person pasted on the wall there. Huh? Whoa, now hold on. These photos. These are all of Fumichika Nejima. Gross. That is gross. Really, come to think of it, he was in the papers a lot back in the day. Oh, there's even more pasted up over here. These are all cutouts from newspapers and magazines about the Nejima murders. I don't get it. Why the weirdo shrine? Let's keep looking around. A sliding door leads to the kitchen. It barely fits the frame. There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language. It'll be a pain to look through all of these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around. This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? Huh? I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be allowed to touch things, right? Right. Ario isn't here, so let me take a look at it. There's just clothes in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. Well, I was hoping to find a kind of talisman here, but I guess we're not so lucky. I see. Thank you anyway. With the window and storm shutter closed, no light gets in here at all. It's pitch black. Neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago. It's off-putting to look at. I can't help but wonder what in the world this is. They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time they're useless imitations, so I wouldn't get too excited about it. Oh my, who knew the chief inspector was such an expert on the occult? I just chanced upon that information. That girl with the spirit sense was mentioned. She pretty much informed me on the subject. Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it all. There's nothing around to confirm his identity. By the looks of him, I'd say he's Kankichiro Iwai. You've seen him before? I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have had a respectable occupation. Is this what a curse does to a person? Man, it'd be better not to look so closely. It's amazing. Love this fucked up diva. Think Iwai was the one chanting? Hard to say, could have been one of the Shiraishis as well. If we look through these books in the back, we might learn whatever it is he's trying to do. These books? It won't let me look at the books. Look at these, pictures of Fumichika Nejima cut out from newspapers and magazines. Whoever put these up was obsessed. I wonder what their intent was. You think the Shiraishis are somehow connected to Nejima's case? Perhaps they did this as not to forget a grudge or something. It's crazy to think Nejima might be involved in this too. You think he might have anything to do with the body here? Maybe. The man's already out on parole. He's a curse bearer with a curse stone now. He announced that from sundown today he'll be going on a killing spree. Oh dear. There's an emergency search underway as we speak, but no one's yet managed to get a hold of the bastard. So he hasn't changed his ways. That doesn't bode well. To tell you the truth, Lady here isn't completely unconnected from the Nejima murders either. You don't say. That's right, we talked about it last night. 20 years ago, I found the hand in the Sumida River that brought the incident to light. You don't say. You were the kid from back then? You were really brave. You did a great deed. Were you the detective I spoke with? I had no idea. So you two have met before. Fancy that. I've been worried that Fumichika Nejima might bear resentment towards you, ma'am. You might be right. Unfortunately, that asshole is quite the resentful type. Oh dear. That asshole. I wonder who put the idea into his head. Now he's got the one-sided read, too. He's threatening to massacre the people of Honjo at sundown. Seriously? On top of that, he's been itching to get revenge on me as well. Of all things, the man's gone and threatened to kill my daughter. Damn, that's quite the threat. Certainly you can't afford to stay put here. The fucker wants to get us all antsy. When I finally get to arresting him, it'll be with a cool head. Not gonna give him the pleasure, huh? Well, if Iwai and Fumichika Nejima have anything to do with each other, then this room might hold a clue to Nejima's location. Let's hope so. What am I missing? What haven't I investigated? Cruel is what it is. The person who put all these photos up must have been obsessed with Nejima. He might have had some relation to Nejima's victims, or perhaps it was the opposite. The opposite? What if it wasn't loathing, but admiration? But then... What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through it if I wore gloves? Well, it's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead. Thank you. Seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes are written here, alongside detailed descriptions of the procedures. I suppose you'd call these grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, though. You think this Iwai guy was studying them? Perhaps to perform some kind of ritual? There are a bunch of handwritten notes beside the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. Iwai doesn't look the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But why would he be studying black magic? According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again. This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each of these spells requires a human sacrifice. Talk about dangerous. Resurrection, like the rite? I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons. What is it? This looks like a journal. It's probably Iwai's. A journal. His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow, now this is something. What is it? What did he write? This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary. So, this Kankichiro Iwai fellow, he'd been searching for a spell to restore youth for years. So he was into black magic from the start. He believed if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funded after he acquired this grimoire. You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar. First, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Nejima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison. What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not coincidence. Seems like Iwai took an interest in the Nejima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately. You might even say he worshipped the man. Worship? Nejima of all people? This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting those photos ever since that time. Since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this. The thought of Nejima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years we've been scratching our heads over the motives behind the Nejima murders. Yup, it's been a mystery to all of us from the very start. Whoa. Wait just a minute, do you think... No way, are you saying... That's right, the murderers might have been for a ritual. He was attempting to perform black magic. The instructions written down for the sacrificial offerings match up exactly with the acts carried out by Nejima. You gotta be kidding me. So that sadistic crap he was doing was all for black magic? That's what the evidence suggests. However, Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Nejima and Iwai were both acting in earnest. This is batshit insane! You're telling me that nutjob did this all for some hokey-pokey resurrection? Shit! Resurrection! That means there must have been someone Nejima wanted to bring back to life. Damn! That's it! That has to be it! Fucking hell! It all makes sense now! What? What is it? So, about the Nejima murders. There's some information that's been kept from the public. Oh? Go on. When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby. A baby? It was a girl, looked to be about 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. So, was Nejima the father? He told us he'd found her under a bridge. He found her? She was abandoned? I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent. However, whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind. And it's starting to sound more likely now. Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Nejima's guilty of more crimes than what got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing. Yeah, I remember all of that. Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant. Goodness. That's horrific. He killed her. and dismembered her body. And we thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her. Ew! Grisly. Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation on top of more speculation here. But I, for one, never believed that man would just take in a baby he found under a bridge. I'm feeling sick. Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear. Like I said, I don't take that to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. Now this whole resurrection magic has come into play. We should consider the possibility it was his child. Maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been. It's just a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true. That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Nijima would want to resurrect, a deceased wife is as good a guess as any. The fact that he obtained a curse stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection. Damn, you're right. And here I was thinking that he was only after the curse's power to massacre. Chief Inspector. Yeah? What happened to the child? Without a birth registration on file, best we could do was find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances secret for the sake of the child's future. Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. Does any of these say that someone had foster parents? I wonder if it's Mio. I feel like those are my current theories. I feel like it's either Hitomi or Mio. I feel like Mio makes sense because, like, maybe he did something that made her have, like, that's why she has, like, the psychic powers. Like, remember he said that she has, like, something dark in her past, and, like, Tsutsumi knows her, and he's, like, protective of her. And he literally mentioned that she has, like, a dark past. I think it's Mio. If it's Mio, you guys have to give me $1 million. Also, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. I'm sorry. I know we're in the middle of an important scene, but I really gotta pee. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. The same man in every picture. Is that Fumichika Nejima? You didn't get that by now, Richter, you dumbass? Wow, this is quite the spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind. Don't worry, Richter, you're quite the spectacle yourself. Do you mean to Sorry, now I have the hiccups. Do you mean to compare me with the likes of a bizarre criminal? Is there anything else to look at? Oh, the books. Sorry. I don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's still more written in EY's journal. You know, EY had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol, Nejima, while in prison. OMG, Nejima was his Oshi, so sugoi. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich quick. Right, he thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic. Correct. Turns out someone gave him the idea. Sorry guys, my throat is going. And get this. It was the one and only queen and chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps herself, Natsue Yamamori. Wait, the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps? So that's where this leads. Here, let me read what he wrote. The Queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty. Magic, rituals, and rites, she used whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She was apparently investing money into any research on resurrection, the restoration of youth, and the like. So she would even throw her money at the occult. The places greed will take you. Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into the Rite of Resurrection as well. That's what it all points towards. Wouldn't be surprised if the Witch of Hihaku pounced at the rumors of the Rite of Resurrection. Oh, maybe it was her. It's starting to sound likely. Might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again. That's a convenient cover? Really? That's insane. To be like, imagine if there's like a notable business person in your town, they suddenly become young again, and you're like, I guess it's because they have godlike powers, and not like, I guess they got some work done. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. That's a crazy plan. Godly powers? What's that all about? Although I guess nowadays, like, QAnon would say that they're like, she like ate babies or something. You can't ignore that. Either way, I think AUI took the payments he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him in to keep him a low profile. Another crazy sentence. Either way, I think EY took the payments he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him in to keep a low profile. What a run-on sentence. Oh my god. I feel like I sound like the grammar police, but I kind of am the grammar police. I believe strongly in grammar. I have a very good sense for grammar. And this is a crazy run-on sentence. It might be grammatically correct, but it just doesn't read aloud well. The Shiraishi family, Michio and her mother Toshiko, were just his unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am? Huh? This has something to do with me? No, you can't mean... You've realized then. Perhaps... Oh god. I don't know. I don't know what he's referring to. What would it have to do with her? Oh, maybe Iwai killed her son as revenge for Nejima. Wait. Child magic? I don't know what... It's really hard to construct this sentence without knowing what's coming next. Michiki Nejima's was the sacrifice. I don't know how to construct the sentence I want to make. Takichiro Ui's living sacrifice was a child. Yes! Guys, I am the GOAT at this game. I am the GOAT at this game! Oh my god! I am the GOAT! I am the investigating GOAT! That's exactly it! Ui moved in with the Shiraishis to practice his magic. He needed a sacrifice to perform his youth restoration spell, but that meant extracting the life force from someone young. Oh no, of course, that awful man. So it was Iwai, this man. Iwai worshipped Nejima, so he must have also despised Nejima's detractors. Not to mention, he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Nejima, embarrass the police, and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time... Fuck. You got it. Iwai had kidnapped Haruo Shigima's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone. Oh, shit. You're telling me that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child. I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense. He must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses and then kidnapped him on his way back home. That man, he took Shuichi. Ma'am, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe. You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke. I wouldn't expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. Living sacrifices? What a stupid, stupid idea from a stupid little man. Okay, ma'am, let's just take a moment to breathe. I don't want to go get some fresh air. I can't believe this. This is... Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. But before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in his journal. Oh? Iwai got in contact with Nejima last year after Nejima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodation and financial support. Is that so? He managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in. Damn it. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishis, it seems most went to Nejima instead. Nejima's lurking anywhere at the moment. It's probably in that hideout. Did he write where it is? Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up, among other things. Oh my god, I feel so bad for Michio. Oh, and that must have been what the teacher was blackmailing her with, that she was, like, working for a serial killer. What good is that information? The girl's already dead. Wait, no, she's alive. That's right, Michio Shiraishi is alive. I don't think she's alive. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get her to spill the beans on his hideout, too. Investigator, I'm asking you. I should be going. The lady's not well. Oh, it's all coming together! You feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air, ma'am? I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits. We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here. You're right, but Richter, I feel grateful towards Michio. Because she killed the kidnapper? There's that too. But it's for something else. If Michio is the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount by now. Soul dregs, I mean. Oh. Hey, Richter. Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back. And if Nejima's planning to cause a massacre to collect soul dregs, then all the better. I won't give up on resurrection. She's so evil. Love this diva. So I'm counting on you. Oh. Alright. Big reveals. I think we're gonna have to call it here for the night. But, yeah. Very spooky. Very spooky. So do you guys think Michio is alive? I don't think she's alive. I don't think she's alive. I think she's using Yako's body to do murders and stuff. Alright, gang. I will see you guys tomorrow. It won't be what's on the schedule. That's a long story, but it'll be either this game or something else. Alright, thanks for hanging out for a real spooky time. This one was spooky. This one had like actual dead bodies. Sometimes this game is mostly just reading, but this time we got to see a corpse. Yay! Also, let it be known that I am the master of investigation. I answered all the questions right this time. Alright, have a good night. I'll see you guys later. Bye! Bye! Bye!